So the main reason I got this Rio Elite Predator line was to cast these slow water changers I've been tying. They've got a lot of foam on them. They're pretty air resistant. First cast with it a minute ago with the changer on there. It's pretty amazed. Here we go. Whole line all the way to the backing. I mean, the backing's halfway up the rod. Phenomenal. Just can't get over what this line makes this rod capable of. It really brings out everything great in this rod. What can you say? Doing exactly what I wanted it to do. All right, we're gonna give the other perspective, as I often do on these line review videos. This is the line pile, slow water changer on the end of the leader. Easy. One of the things that I found out about this line is if you like try to cast super hard or anything like that, it doesn't help. It actually hinders you. The way this line loads this rod, it's just an easy stroke, and it just launches itself. So tremendous. This is the perfect line for this 10 weight right here. Probably gonna get one for my 8 weight too. It's just phenomenal. All right, welcome guys to the Low Country Flysmith tying bench. Obviously this is a line review, but I'm gonna give you a little background on why I decided to try this particular line. It's all about solving a problem with me and having the right tools to do the job. So go back, 6-8 weeks. I started encountering large schools of redfish on a mud flat in 8 to 18 inches of water that were feeding on mullet and shrimp. And I was catching these fish on a bait fish fly, and I was doing a great job. But quite often, especially when the water would be 8 inches, although I tie a very effective weed guard on my bait fish, it would still get fouled with this moss stuff. So I was like, what I really need is a fly that's going to be neutrally buoyant to floating, that has a bait fish profile. So anyway, as a tool, I did a little bit of researching and discovered the slow water changer. Great modification to the regular game changer. Originated with Chris Adams in Australia. Great designer. So the first time I took it out, it just had remarkable results. I've never seen redfish attack a lure or a fly in the manner they attacked this one. It was spectacular. There's a video on my channel if you want to look at that. And one of the things that you do encounter when you're tying a slow water and casting it, it requires a lot of foam in there to create that buoyancy that you're looking for. And that foam creates resistance in the air. And I've got some really good rods, got some great lines. My casting ability is pretty good. But I was looking for a little something else extra. So I started researching lines. And I bought a couple different lines, one for 8 weight, one for my 10 weight. And one of the things that in my research that I discovered is that you need a very condensed head on your fly line, a modern streamer fly line, as it's referred to. And they call them overweighted, but what it is, all that weight is actually, instead of being in a 40 or 50 foot head, is condensed down to like a 32 foot head, something like that. And it's going to allow that very heavily short, very heavily weighted head is going to allow that line to pull that air resistant fly with it more effectively than a head where it's all stretched out. You know, the weight is all stretched out. And one of the ones that kind of came up a couple times was this line. It was Rio Predator Elite. If I'm saying that right. And it's just remarkable. I mean, you'll see in the casting portion of this, it, even with a slow water changer on there, it just dumps the whole line. I can't recommend a line more highly than this. It's going to give me quite a bit more range with a slow water, and that's very important in those situations where the fish are in 8 to 18 inches of water. That makes them very spooky. So if you try to approach them too closely, you know, you're gonna be bumping fish, blowing fish out, and limiting your chances for success. One of the other things I'll mention about this line, it's kind of limp. It's not a tropical line, which is fine because the water's going to be cooling off soon. Rio does make some other lines with similar head designs and weighting that are more tropical, and I'll definitely employ those when I'm in those super warm water conditions and super hot temps. This line handles very well. It's got slick cast coating on it, so it's very smooth, very low resistance going through the guides, but it's just very supple, and I like that in a line. It reminds me very much of another favorite of mine, the Airflow 40 Plus Sniper All Season. But this has got a little bit of advantage on that line, I would say. The only thing that I would say about this is, you know, it doesn't have like a super cool color pattern, which, again, this is a tool, it's functional. That's what's important to me. But you know, if you're looking for a flashy line, this probably isn't it. But I think that's good. It's kind of got a very muted olive head. Just kind of fades to a gray. It's got a little bit of yellowish in one of the sections. Again, not a big deal, but I can't recommend this line more highly. Just casts beautifully, takes those flies out, and it's capable of casting flies much larger than this. Make no mistake, it's made for casting flies larger than this. But the wind resistance of these with this foam, and I cut the foam kind of big in it because I wanted to float high. It nullifies its effect on your casting performance. So anyway, if you're looking for something to cast a long ways and big wind resistant flies, this is probably it. Don't forget, like and subscribe. It helps the channel. Anyway, keep dropping those flies on them. Let's do it again. There we go. Easy, just like that.